Okay, so tell us about the Georgia Lady Ballers. How did this team come about?
Well, previously, I got into the semi-pro professional coaching. Someone brought me in when I first moved over here, and I was um, helping them out. They gave me an opportunity to help coach in different situations like that. So what ended up happening is um, I took a job going back to Birmingham.
Mm,
So I was kind of driving back and forth. So I actually had broke away from them, but we still family always. But I broke away from them and did a team in Birmingham.
mm.
And once I did that team in Birmingham, as I migrated back down here, I just went on translate, brought it back down here. Lady Ballers is a name that I thought of when I coached in Birmingham as far as AAU
Okay,
travel ball with young ladies. So I always had the meaning, hey, you can still be a lady in ball.
I like that.
Um,
Very catchy.
and right. And a lot of the name, a lot of people get it mixed up sometimes. They'll do lady being ballers.
Mm.
Capital LADY space capital BALLERS. The distinction of it with our last name is Lady Ballers. We're always as one, so we're not going to separate the two. So that's why it's LADYBALLERS.
Okay, okay.
As a whole, we together, we as one, and a little bit of that stuff there. But it definitely just came about wanting to give young ladies an opportunity to play at that level, as
Mm-hmm.
well as competing against other young ladies that may be a little higher, maybe right at that level. Because every young lady don't get the opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to play. So therefore, sometimes we got to create an environment for them to play, and then kind of move accordingly. As far as that.
Oh, okay. So how did the opportunity come about with the WABA?
Well, I reached out, of course, and one year I was supposed to be in the league, but
Mm-hmm.
I ended up not doing it. So therefore, when it came about to where I was able to manage it financially or whatnot in aspect that, so I was like, okay. But at the same time, I looked at what the WABA was doing as far as you know publicity, really supporting the
Oh
community.
yeah.
They don't have they allow you to be with them, but at the same time, they allow you to do what you do as an owner as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just respect the bylaws within the WABA, but again, still do what you do outside of the WABA, and that's one thing that really draw me
Oh
in,
yeah.
and it's just most times if you get in the league, most times they're trying to control what you do outside of what you're doing for them.
Mm-hmm.
But WNBA lets you be you, let your team be you, do what you do, respect the laws, respect the bylaws within the organization, be respectable as a team, make sure you show, just be respectable about the WABA and what they're trying to do and
Oh yeah.
offer.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Because I mean, if I must say so myself, coming in as a media partner, they accepted me with open arms. They listened to what I had to say, and they saw placing me where they seen fit, and here I am. I'm hosting the WABA IG live segments to get to know all of the coaches
Right.
and the owners and the players within the league. So I truly can relate to what you just said. So how?
Yeah. Family oriented,
Oh yeah,
family
very
oriented. I
very.
really feel family oriented, and even when the season, you know, due to the circumstances this past year with
Mm-hmm.
COVID and everything, they're still pushing for your team. They're still pushing for the WABA. They're still just like a big family, make you feel like you're a part of something. They want you to be a part of something.
Exactly. And I mean, that's their mission, and
Right.
they're actually, able to play it out, again, this is the league of opportunity. And they really show that not only through words but through their actions. And this league grows
Right.
rapidly every day. So
Yeah.
shout out to Marsha.
Yeah, definitely, definitely love Marsha. I appreciate her, definitely, definitely.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So how does it feel coming in as one of the fresh teams? You got the fresh legs. This is like the rookie team. So how does it feel? What is that feeling?
It feels good. I mean, I'm a competitive person, but at the same time, I don't try to dig too much in my competitive spirit because the real agenda here is to make sure we have a platform for the young ladies that play on our team.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I've seen basketball at the highest level. I played college, different stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, there's always going to be in between. Meaning, like you stated early on, hey, you're gonna have the WNBA, you're gonna have overseas, but you're not gonna have girls that's not able to play at that level. It's just they didn't get the opportunity.
Exactly.
So I feel everything is timing, So if we can provide that platform for them to play, their time will come. It's just up to them to take advantage of the situation and what they want to do. So I was real excited, to
Mm-hmm.
compete, um, to see so many teams and just compete against different other teams within the league. Once we get started, and I've seen over the last couple of weeks we've had at least two. I want to say two, maybe three. Well, I think two teams that have joined,
Mm-hmm.
so that it's still growing. So therefore, it's almost again like a big family. Everyone's coming in together. But I'm like I said, I'm real excited. It's nothing different for
Me
me,
too. I'm
basketball. A person asked me one time, is it different coaching young ladies, young men, girls, men, boys? Guys say no, it's not. I
mm-hmm.
mean, I coach basketball players. I don't worry about the gender because
You
the
better
same
say it, coach.
expectations, the same expectations is given for a woman, the same for a man. As each level that you reach, it
Yep.
becomes a business, but at the same time, you're going to be expected to carry out what you're supposed to carry out. It don't matter your gender. You still got to be able to do it. So that's what I tell people. No, I coach basketball players. Don't worry about the
I
gender.
like that.
I know there's certain,
I like that.
certain
I coach
circumstances
basketball
for
players. That's keep
players. I
it
mean,
real, keep it simple. Because at the end of the day,
right,
that's what they are. They're basketball players. So
correct.
I see they under some good leadership here. So what is the Georgia Lady Ballers doing at this time, like to occupy their time?
Right now, we are, I want to say, standstill, but we have been playing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was a league that was going on here in Atlanta. A few teams was playing in it. We did play in it. Had some ups and downs, but it kept them playing and kept them going. Definitely played in a situation which it was protected as far as dealing with the COVID. We hosted a couple of games
Mm-hmm.
ourselves. It did go well, really went well with not only WABA teams, but a couple of other teams outside of that.
Okay.
So it's basically we just been trying to just stay busy, still play. We know the season around the corner, but the main thing is kind of keep them engaged.
Okay.
So that's one thing I try to do, keep them engaged. But I know me as a person, as an owner and coach, I'm looking to do a better job than what I have done. But COVID play a part, but it don't play a big part in what I can do to try to take this team to the next level. So I'm looking to implement some. I want to say it's basically like this. If you're saying, "Hey, Coach Davis, I really want an opportunity overseas. I really want to do this. I really, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's the action behind the words. So, okay, I'm going to provide a situation where you can be able to lift weights. I'm going to provide a situation where, you can get in the gym outside of what you're going to do because we all know 3 hours of practice ain't going to get you where you want to be. You got to do some stuff on your own as
Oh
well.
yeah.
But just provide, just giving it to them because at that time and point when it's given to them, they'll make a decision then themselves, and it'll show how much you really want something. How are you really putting the actions behind what you're saying?
Exactly.
So we're so I give them workouts. They have workouts that they can do if they choose to go to the weight room, and because I tell them, hey, I'm not gonna be signing to go overseas if that opportunity comes. It's gonna be you. So you got to do
Exactly.
what you need to do away from us at the same time. Hey, if you need to work on your quickness, don't wait till Coach Davis open the gym. You can go work on your quickness. But I can give you things to do, or we as coaches can give you things to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's your job to carry them out.
There it is. You can lead them to the
Like
water, but you
self
can't make them
motivation.
drink it.
Right. A little self motivation. That what's it called? Help me, help you.
Yep.
That's
They got to meet you halfway. They got to meet you halfway. You do
right.
your job, they got to do theirs. That's the only way it'll pan out. How did you? Because I know you just now coming into the league.
Correct.
Probably not too long ago. How did you feel when you found out that this season was canceled?
Um, I wasn't I was a little disappointed, but I wasn't too disappointed. The reason why, because there's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh yeah.
I know the late young ladies were excited. I was excited, but we already kind of had that conversation and talked about, what might happen, what might go on, so it doesn't be a surprise.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I had already sat, I say just sat at the edge of my bed and got my thoughts together about, okay, if this happened, what can we do? So once we got around the COVID and made sure we did the proper precautions and different stuff like that, we knew it'd be opportunities for them to play.
Yeah.
But the league did the right thing
Oh yeah, because
by
safety first. Safety
yeah,
first.
safety first. So therefore, hey, now we've gotten better with the situation, so we know how to move forward. But I wasn't a little disappointed, but I knew that I could put them in a situation to keep them engaged, keep them in tune, and try to get games. Definitely with the proper route as far as the precautions and everything.
Okay. Yeah, there's like you said, there's a will, there's a way. Just work your way around it. But this also gave you more time to, still cook some things up for, next season.
Right,
So this August
right,
coming up.
right,
So it
right,
still
and
worked
that's
out. It
really
still worked out.
yeah, it really did it. Yeah, it really does. It prepares you. My mental process is not to step on anybody's religion, yours or whoever's tuning in. It's like whatever happened, gonna happen. My higher power allowed to happen. It's happening for a reason. But
Mm-hmm.
guess what? Still has other situation open doors up. So it's kind of like driving and you rushing and everything getting your way.
Yep.
But when you're not rushing, you get to a spot early. Or let me slow down and wait and don't worry about it because something might be saving me right now for going to do
Exactly.
something. So
Yep.
maybe it was like, hey, coach, tune in, see if you really want to do this. Let's get this. And okay, now it's flowing. Now it's go. Okay, now you really can prepare for the season that's coming up.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said. I mean, you gave us good advice thus far. Do you have an athletic background yourself?
Yeah, I do. I do.
You don't got to get too in depth with it. You don't have to get.
No, I do. I mean, there's nothing. I played basketball in high school. Like I said, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I played at Parker High School. That's a historical black college, historical black high schools
Okay.
in Alabama, Birmingham. Several people went there. I don't know if you know. You probably know, heard of Anea Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Used to give me a break. She stayed across the street from me when she grew up. It's like I said, a historical black school. Then when I left there, I played at Shelton State in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Okay.
So I
You
played
true
there.
Alabama boy.
Oh, yeah, and then definitely roll tide all day, twice on Sunday. But yeah, I played there 2 years. I was kind of goofing off, so I had to kind of stay during the summer and graduate. Had an opportunity to play at Lemoyne Owen in Tennessee,
Oh, okay.
but I chose to sign with Miles College in Birmingham.
Okay.
So I signed with them, played there for a second, had some. I wasn't the person who I am today, so I had some little bumps in the road
We
there,
all
you
have.
know.
We all have. But that's
Yeah,
what makes you who you are today. You got to have those bumps.
right,
To,
right. So after I left Miles, I was gonna go to another college, but I decided to just go to the University of Alabama.
okay.
So when I went there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave basketball alone. I'm gonna just train and try to go overseas. So I worked out with some of those guys there. Didn't play there, but just ended up getting my degree in criminal justice,
Okay.
um, social welfare minor. So, and then that was it. But and then after for me, coaching switched because I used to, and be honest, this just being honest, I sometimes used to love basketball more than I love myself. And so
Yeah.
sometimes that's a crazy thing. So what I mean by that is I was letting basketball take priority over a lot of stuff that it shouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
So therefore, it was like I'm just talking about me playing and different stuff like that. So situation happened one time, so it's like, oh, okay, Lord, I hear you. Okay, so this was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
So when that happened, I just felt like it was to move me
Mm-hmm.
to instill my passion and love in the other players and give what I can give to them to help them come along.
See, but look at you now.
So,
That's part of your passion
right,
in life, you know. That's part of your purpose,
right,
and you're serving it. So,
right. So yeah, but that was it. Then I coached. I coached in Birmingham. Coached at a middle school. Coached at a high school. Did that for several years. I did have success with that, and ended up just doing that. Then I ended up doing my own academy. So I have a post grad academy I have
hmm,
here as well in that.
okay.
So when young men don't graduate out of high school for whatever reason,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, don't get signed out of high school after they senior year for whatever reason. It's sort of like prep school, but post grad is different. So they'll get the extra year and do all of that, and we play different colleges just to try to get them signed. So different stuff like that.
Wow. That is
So that's some
amazing.
other thing you gotta do. Yeah, they online, and they take classes online just in case if they get signed to a college, they already show that they can do collegiate
And what is the
work.
name of the school for those who would like to know? And coaching?
Academy. Oh, Academy. Yeah, Southern Basketball Academy post grad.
Okay. And it's here in Atlanta?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
It is.
There
It
you
is.
have it. Oh man, congratulations. I'm with that. These young men need that. Like
Oh
that's
yeah, they're a
definitely
good guy.
needed.
Great guys. Great guys. Keep them busy. At least they ain't. Well, when
Good.
they with me, I know they're not doing something crazy. So.
Good. Because they are the next generation. So we definitely need,
Right.
more people like you. You know, it's been an interesting year. This year has really been
Mhm.
interesting. How have you been holding up? Are you good? You okay? You know what?
Oh yes. Preparation is a big thing in my part.
Oh yeah.
Anything, what you just got to be prepared. You can't be prepared for everything, but if you're prepared and just pay attention,
Mm-hmm.
you can eliminate some of the situations that may come up. I've been good. I've continued, been able to wake up, been able to still take care of my family, been able
Amen.
to, you know, still did, spend time with my kids. So I have no complaints. I mean, be honest, my motto is one of my mottos is this. There's always somebody out there in the worst situation I am. I don't care how bad it is. It's somebody in the worst situation. So I'm gonna be thankful for the situation I'm out in, and
Mm.
just I'm trying to solve it. I'm not trying to talk about the problem or whatever. I'm trying to get it solved, get it done, move on. But no matter what, it's always somebody in the worst situation. I don't care whatever happens to an individual. We just don't know about it, and that don't
Exactly.
mean my situation. That don't mean my situation no worse than yours, because
Right.
a bad situation, no matter what it is, that may affect you the way it do, like it mine affect me. So it just. But no, it's been good. Like I said, still working, still doing everything need to do. I go as
Yeah.
I just try not to get kicked out the world.
Now with these trying times happening and recent unrest in the world, this right here is election week. Not to get so deep into it, but do you see, now that the election is out of the way, do you see any type of change happening in the future?
There's always going to be change in the future. It's just which side is going to fall on.
Mm,
you know, it depends on your situation.
yeah.
But I believe again, what we go through is to mold us. So whatever the situation is, there's going to be some people that's going to be devastated or hurt by it, or it's going to affect this person this way. Some will be affected, some won't, whether it's good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing is to just try to stay in control of what you can stay in control of,
Control the
and
controllable.
you know what I'm saying, and like I just said, just don't get kicked out the world. Try not to get yourself in a position to where it really take a toll on you, and you get caught up in what you want and you forget about what you have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so again, it's gonna be changes, whether good or bad. It's gonna affect. Example, it's good to get a stimulus, yes, to help out, but at the same time, what's the backlash from getting that? It's
Exactly.
always
That's
something, you know, and it
mm-hmm.
always can help out. Some people don't need a stimulus, some people do. But again, I try to control what I can control. Okay, okay. If I got to work another job just to make sure my family, I guess what, it's gonna
It's
happen.
finna
I don't care
happen.
if it's 3 hours a day. I don't care if you know what I'm saying, because I know at the end of the day, what I created, I got to be the one to make sure I do what I can do. I can live with doing the best I can as much as I can, and if I still don't get it, I'm okay with it because I have no regrets and I know I gave my all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you don't mind me asking, personally, as at this point in time in the world, as a black man, how you feeling? How you good? How's your mental state?
I'm 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 deeply saddened for our younger generation and some of the generation that don't have their eyes open and understanding what's going on.
Mm,
Um, okay. Let me say this: if I don't teach my kids to look both ways before they cross the street and they get hit, how can I blame them for what? You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Because it's my duty to teach. Me personally, I just try to keep myself afloat And what I mean by that, stay 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 eyes open. Look at situations that I might be in. Look at situations that I can avoid. Remove myself from situations. But it's hard to get to a lot of these men when they have anger,
Yep.
when they have certain situations of how they have come up. Um, basically, it's hard to just say, okay, let me try to work through this when you constantly see it being brought up in your face every day
Yeah.
and you're constantly seeing. So, again, not to step on anybody religion, what they is. To me, you just got to have a spiritual side or a spiritual being beside you. Now, I'm not the most religious person, but my faith is very strong.
Hey.
So that's why I'm on whatever happens, happen. I just got to move through it and deal with it. But
Exactly.
I ain't gonna say I go to church every Sunday, this and that. But at the
None of
same
us
time,
do.
I was grounded. So you know, if 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 all the black men at one time for maybe 5 minutes just can stop and sit and think, we'll see how much power we do have
Mm-hmm.
rather than trying to go at it in a different manner. You know, pride get us in trouble sometimes. Sometimes, and I had to learn that at an early age. Pride get us in trouble sometimes. Pride has gotten me in trouble sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm smarter now.
Oh yeah. It's
Okay, now I don't want to deal with that. No, I don't want to deal with that
you just
person.
learned your
Okay, I
lessons.
can
That's
see.
it. You
Yeah.
learned from.
So, but you know, at some point in time too, at a certain level of maturity, as you get older, certain situations, things don't matter. You don't put yourself in certain predicaments and situations either. But I just feel we just got to come together and, like you said, it start by voting, and that we don't get out and vote the ones who have the right to vote. That's you have no dog in the fight. You have no conversation then. You
Mm-hmm.
know because your one vote can be the one vote that may take this person out of office or put this person in office.
Yep.
You never know. So that's why they say all votes count. So, but we just got to have a rally of individuals, and I think sometimes if a lot of men in certain circumstances, which are good,
Mm-hmm.
or around good people or different people or people that's of good nature,
Mm-hmm.
they have to change or they just have to remove themselves and isolate themselves anyway. Because a bad person don't want to be around good people.
You right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If the mental state is that, you know what I'm saying? But if they round them long enough, I used to teach also,
Okay.
but in school, so you can definitely see if a kid is in a certain environment or a young man is in a certain environment for so long, they're gonna adapt to it. But if they have an option to go the other way, go somewhere else, or just don't want to hear it, it's just gonna be null and void. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Staying on this subject, from a coach's excuse me perspective, the sports industry, ever since
mhm,
this recent unrest has been happening and their seasons was able to begin, they really really took a stand around the league. I don't know if you watched it or
I
saw
did,
any of it. The
I
NBA
did.
and the WNBA with the shirts, and the tennis players with the masks on with the names of the victims, and even NASCAR, the NFL.
Mhm.
From your
Right.
perspective, with them taking a stand, what was your take on it?
No, I was very happy that they did that. I was very supportive of it.
Mm-hmm.
What it does, it starts to show unity. So it's like a team. If you have a unity within your team, it's hard to be broken up. It's hard to be broken. It's everybody's on the same page. But what that did was, through all of that, they influenced some people that wasn't for it, to be honest. And they made
Exactly.
them see and open their eyes to say, okay, I know you may dislike me for whatever reason or this or this, but fair is fair.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I believe in my heart that people are starting to see now is that we know how it is affecting our black community, but they have to put in their head that could have been my child, that could have been my family member,
Yep.
that could have. So now when you start to think about that, it's like no, no, because sometimes you got to see it and put yourself in that position to understand it too.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
and that's why I think that helped show that hey, we got other people besides blacks that's really supporting this. We got other individuals that definitely understand what's going on, and it just brings a light on everything. And like I said, if something don't move, people will start to change. And I
Yeah.
hate to say it, but the truth is, there's this bottom line and money, and a lot of that play a big part in it too,
Yeah.
even if they don't want to.
Mm.
But it just shows not only one sport, all sports can unite together for the same cause and influence other people to try to understand, hey, that could have been my family member, that could have been my child. Hey, look, I know you don't have to deal with this, but what if you had to deal with this?
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, but no, I loved it. I supported, and even a couple of our teams in the WABA um, did. The Atlanta Angels did a
Yep.
great job in what they did in promoting as well as other teams.
Oh yeah.
So that's what you need. Pretty soon when you see everybody and it's out there everywhere you go, we talking about unity and not hurting a certain culture or a certain race of people and stuff. It got to get through your pores and get to you and say, hey, you know what? Okay. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Just got to. But that's why we got to have it like we have it. Everybody, everywhere you turn, oh, they talking about this. Well, we're not doing it. We're not talking about it for not a reason. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So obviously it must be of importance. So, okay, after these 17 days, I ain't listening. Now, okay, maybe I need to listen on this 18th day.
Yep. As long as it get through to somebody. Speaking of taking a stand, the WABA goes by this famous 3-word slogan. It's our time. When you hear those
Mm-hmm.
3 words, what comes to mind?
It's our time to get to the forefront. It's our time to make do, show positiveness. It's our time to be heard. It's our time to, basically make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it. It's our time. Even with the WABA, we say it's our time outside of any other leagues that are going on. It's still our time. You know, everybody have their own time, but as a group, as a whole, with the WABA,
Mm-hmm.
it's our
It's
time
our time.
to make sure we be heard, make sure you know who we are, make sure you understand who we are, make sure if you want to be a part of this, you got to understand it's our time right now to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and that goes forever, to be honest. It goes to eternity. It's our time no matter what. We're not going backwards.
Exactly.
Time is now.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Now.
So
Yeah.
so being a coach of women's basketball, can you tell us how you feel, how important it is to respect females in the sports industry? Because we're breaking barriers now. We're coaches, we're owners, we're referees,
Mm-hmm.
we're uh players, we're journalists, so right now it's like we're breaking down these walls, but it's still like in certain aspects we still gotta fight for that respect as a female in sports. So you being a coach and an owner of a female basketball team, just tell us how important it is to you.
No, it is very important. It's very important to me because at an early age, I have sisters, I have a mom, I have a grandmother, I have a daughter.
All right.
seen as an equal because you never know what you just never know who can accomplish what. But definitely the respect that the females have earned,
Mm-hmm.
they have earned it. It wasn't given. They have definitely earned it. Um, it's it's similar to what we're going through, but at the same time, the barriers that have been broken by women, it's only going to continue to grow.
Oh yeah.
Um, because we're just not back in those years when women wasn't respected or they was looked over. Now is more so. I again, I just had this feel in my head. It don't matter. You can be a woman. You can be a man. You can be a dog. If you just relate to me and I can understand, it's not saying you can't give me something that I can't understand. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can be out in giving anything, but you know, women are really shaping a platform too now to where they have to be respected
Yep.
because of what they're earning and what they're doing. You know, I love to see women coach men.
Me too.
You know,
Me too.
I love to see that. You know, what's my girl with the San Antonio Spurs?
Becky
Uh,
Hammond.
Becky Hammond. You know, she's setting the stage. I've seen numerous things on social media that say, hey, this young lady, this woman applied for this men's coaching job in college. You know, it just goes to show that women have definitely came a long way, but they've earned the respect
Mm-hmm.
now to where we're really starting to see that, hey, no, they can give us the same thing that a man can give us: knowledge, you know, respect, the name
Mm-hmm.
of the game. I
Yep.
mean, everything. They can do it just as good or even better because they put in the same time and work that men do. So let's not discount them because of their gender, you know.
Thank you. Thank you. Just a couple more questions, Coach. The season is creeping up. So I know
Right.
becoming a team in the WABA, you got to study who, you know, basically your opponents. Who are you looking forward to playing against?
Everybody.
Everybody. Okay. Okay.
I respect everybody. To be honest, and I'm not just saying it. I respect everybody. I've been taught this. See, this one thing I tell my players, just to be honest, there are three type of players in the world.
Okay.
There are players. There's players that are better than you. There's players that are as good as you, and there are players that's not as good as you. But by with the listing of those three type of players, you're gonna always be one of them.
Wow. Wow.
You see what
Now,
I'm saying?
now that
So you
right there
can't
is
get
the
too
truth.
high. You can't get too high. You got to stay humble. You got to keep working. Because if you get into that phase, like, you know, hey, you don't respect this opponent, don't respect it, certain things are not going to fall in place. Your work ethic not going to be the same. You're going to take somebody for granted. You're going to do this and do that.
Oh yeah.
But anytime in the game of sport, that's any sport, but typically basketball, there's always going to be a player that's better than you. There's always going to be a player that is good as you. And there's always going to be a player not so good as you. But you're going to always be one of those three when you're playing basketball, period.
You better say it,
And,
Coach. You better say
you
it.
know,
So
so if they get that mindset, they can never relax or they can never, you know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
can always strive to be the best, you know. But as far as the opponents, I know especially Atlanta have a lot of talent in Atlanta.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Out east, you have a lot of talent. Up north, you have a lot of talent. Out west, the talent is all around.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. Oh, I want to play them to be. Now there are some teams I do want to play and compete against. Why? Because they seem to be at the top of their game. They seem to be one of the top teams.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, that that's good. I just want to compete. I want my girls, hey, just compete. Let the chips fall where they may. You know, I want one of my models I use, and I do it on a lot of stuff. Is like work hard, no excuses. Hey, I know they pushed you in the back, but okay, we can't use that as an excuse. Uh, I know you turned the ball over. It's okay. We can't use that as an excuse. Because that's just like life working.
Oh yeah.
I know. I know your car got totaled, but you walking. But I still need you to get to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying in
Oh yeah.
general
Oh yeah.
because
You speaking some true
even,
facts.
even as coaching, I tell my players, I make mistakes. What I see from the sideline and you see on the court is two different things. You're on the court, I'm seeing it from a different angle.
Yep.
But at the same time, I got to put myself in position to put y'all in position. So I got to do my study, and I still study. I don't know everything. Just because you win 10 games and go undefeated don't mean you the one.
Exactly. Don't
Who
mean
did
you're
you
gonna
play?
win that championship.
Right. Who did you play? What was your competition like? What was what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, but like I said, I'm not. Oh, I want to play this team. Yeah, certain teams I want to play, but I'm not. I'm respecting everyone.
Oh yeah.
I'm coming in eyes open. I'm coming in to win. I had a different mindset because, to be honest, when you have young ladies, well, I say players, basketball players,
Mm-hmm.
in the phase of playing basketball, your job is to get them better, no matter how good they are or how good they may not be.
Oh yeah. It starts with that leadership.
Right. So, and the one thing I'll always tell, hey, like with the women's, if we go undefeated and win a championship, that would be so great. But if an agent don't call me and ask about you or what's that young lady name or we looking to do a contract, what have we really accomplished? What have you accomplished? I'm just saying. So if we go 1-7 and two girls get an opportunity to go overseas, we have won.
Right. Right.
I'm just, that's how I look at
Yeah.
it. Now, I still
I
want to
like
win.
that
I don't care
mentality.
what.
Okay, I see where you're
But
going.
at the same time,
I see where you're
you're
going.
trying to get a contract overseas so you can get to the high level. It's okay to hoop in this league that we're playing in and you're averaging 17 to 19. Let's find out why you haven't signed yet. Is there a reason why you haven't signed? Is it your attitude? Is it your work ethic? Is it, and let's speak not negative, is it just you're not in the right place at the right time? See, I'm a realist. You might, and I'm being dead on. If you go play with the team in Pennsylvania, you might get signed versus playing with the team in Georgia Lady Ballers. I mean, but I'm not too dumb to the fact to understand that,
Yeah.
placement and different things matter. But, yeah, you scored 26, but 4 times, so why no agent is trying to contact? Is we putting it out there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just got to understand the whys about it. The winning is good, bragging rights. Oh, we won this and this and that. But if now one of your players have got an opportunity to leave and even get higher, even though WABA is still semi-pro professional, it's still professional, it's still on the level.
Yep.
But most young ladies want to go even higher, the highest they can go.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you're saying I don't want to leave the country, I just want to do this and this good. Now that's fine. That's no problem.
Yep.
But what's your ultimate goal? Is to get a contract and get paid for what you love to do.
Exactly. Make them work for it. Make them think.
Right.
Open their mind.
So when you calling your home girl and you saying, hey, we beat y'all this and this and that, let's think about something higher. Let's think about, can you get to Spain? Can you get to Portugal? Can you do this? Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we won in 7, but For not us, just another team. That team 1-7. Four of their young ladies got a chance to sign and go overseas if they didn't choose. Well, that's winning more than winning games.
You're right. You're right about that. Oh wow. So
So
just one word, Coach. What can we expect from the Georgia Lady Ballers in the 2021 season? One word. When y'all step foot on that court, what can we expect?
yeah, yeah. Competitiveness, competitiveness.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's what you're going. The wind's gonna fall, loss is gonna fall. You know that's the one thing I love about basketball. You can do everything right, and the ball still won't go in the hole, but you still got to figure out a way.
Yep. That's all about. That's what it's all about.
You know what I'm
It's all
saying?
about
So it's
effort.
like,
It's
you
your
know,
effort and
so at the end of the
determination.
day, right, right. So, but like I said, it starts with me, and I did some sitting on the edge of my bed too, and I gotta improve on some stuff. I gotta do with them because right now, the one thing I realize that I'm gonna make sure I do, I'm gonna make sure I'm around young ladies that really want it.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yep.
it's like don't do like me early in life and make it a proud of everything. But just as you wake up, you eat, brush your teeth, breathe, you go to work. Guess what? Basketball's still in your regimen.
Yep.
No, I still gotta go to the gym and work out this and that because those the ones that make coaches' jobs easier.
Oh yeah.
To be honest,
Oh yeah. Most
the
definitely.
ones that really want it. So we're gonna be very competitive. We had a great group of girls.
Oh yeah.
Um, and my thing is, I want them to be complete basketball players. If you're on the court anywhere and you're uncomfortable, and that's just how I was taught and raised. If you're on the court anywhere on the basketball court and it's somewhere you're uncomfortable, you're not a complete player. But I
Wow.
do know and understand that
Now that was the
you
truth.
got positions. Yeah, it is. You got positions that you play. Some play point guard, but see, if my point guard in the post, I want my point guard know how to do a post move. I want to know how to do everything. And I know that's one thing that I did this year, which wasn't bad, but it put a lot of pressure on certain players.
Mm-hmm.
Because coming from college, if your coach told you, nah, I don't want you rebounding, you're not going to rebound. But if you come play for Coach Davis, and I'm like, why you ain't block out? Well, Coach, I ain't have to rebound in college. So I'm putting something added on you that you didn't have to do.
Oh yeah.
And just, and most post players, Coach, I don't shoot the three. Why not? If you want a better contract, because one thing, I don't care if you're in the pros or college give you scholarships, so they want the most out of you. So if you got a young lady who's 6'4" that can shoot the three, that can handle the ball and rebound, and you got a girl who can just handle the ball and rebound, I'm pretty sure the scholarship gonna go to the person who get at coach more.
Yep. They sure is.
You know what I'm saying? And contract wise too overseas. So I got to do a better job of that. That's how I wanted my players, but a lot of them struggle with that because they're used to just shooting a three and getting back on D. No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, you got to block out. You don't run out. No, you still got to defend full court. No, so them things I got to work on
But
to
you'll
put
be
them in
okay,
better
Coach, because
positions.
you realize what it is that you need to do. So
Right.
long as that's happening and you taking the initiative to put some action towards it, yeah, the Georgia Lady Ballers, they're gonna be all right. They under good leadership. They under good
Oh
leadership.
yeah, that's gonna be. It take a minute, so but again, love them to death. We're gonna have some added pieces. Got some young ladies that's coming out of college. That's the one thing I know I want to do this year too. Still have your veterans leadership where I do have that,
Mm-hmm.
but I also want to get some young ladies coming out of college while they still, so to speak, got their chip on their shoulder. They still got that edge.
Mm-hmm.
Because after so long, and let me say this is why to be honest, I know the WABA is good because just like high school, most girls, if they don't sign a college scholarship, they, oh, I'm going to just go to school then and get a job. But they really deep down want to continue to play
Yep.
ball.
Yep.
But it's not opportunity, so they feel like it's
Oh
not.
yeah.
So just like young women coming out of college, everybody can't go to NBA, everybody can't go overseas, everybody whatever. So now that the WABA and not only us but another leagues provide platforms for them to play,
Right.
when they're coming out of college, that's going to help greatly.
Yep.
Because they'll manage a job around it. Okay, I can still play for the love that I have for the game. And, okay, I take this job working overnight so I can work out in the day and play. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's what's real good about the WABA.
That's what
that
makes them stand out.
Yeah, you providing a platform and they're allowed to play good competition. And even if you choose to go play a team in Washington, D.C., you can, you know.
Yep.
So it gives these young ladies a sight and an opportunity as well as other leagues, but it really does. And it's just a strong platform, you know.
Exactly. So is there, now that your team is established and, you know, we're leading on up to the next WABA season, do you have any opportunities for small businesses to partner with you or sponsor the Georgia Lady Ball?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I do have. We're gonna do some things different this year. We do through COVID, and I understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to be limited in the amount of sponsorship that one might look to give.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I'm going to implement too is my young ladies understand I'm not a millionaire. We have to produce these funds how we do.
Exactly.
But I'm a firm believer on let's work for what we want to have.
Okay.
You know, so if you want to be part of the lady ballers, hey, you're gonna have to put in work outside of being on the court.
Okay.
You know, we're gonna have to reach out, whether it's ticket packages we're selling. This year we're gonna do ticket packages, meaning each of my young ladies for all our home games is gonna be a ticket package sale. They have to sell a certain amount of tickets.
I like it.
So once they do that, now it just provides more opportunity because I'm like this, if it's not coming, we still got to get it done. So hypothetically speaking, they sell their packages, all 12 of my young ladies. Now the money that comes in the door, they sell their packages, taking care of gym costs, it's taking care of training, just taking care of everything, right?
Yep.
Now let's say when we come to the door, the people that don't have the tickets that they have already bought is, okay, we made $700 at the door. But guess what? Now I can split that $700 up by 12 and say, here you go, young ladies. Here's some gas. Here's some food. Here's some this. Here, anything helps out.
Exactly.
Now their mindset is, oh, okay. So now you can implement, hey, more we work for it. Now we can compliment you on for your time and plan.
There you have
You know what I'm
marketing at its best.
So now it's like, oh, okay. Now it's like, yeah. Every game I get at least $75. That's a plus.
That is. Hey, that $75 will go a long way, and then it'll build.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll build.
So that's what we're looking to do, and we were looking to do it this past year. But although the season didn't go, those are some of the things that we're gonna be doing because they are giving their time. They could be doing something else, even though they chose to play. But at the same time, they could be because now is if you wake up Saturday morning, we got a game. You don't feel like playing. You can say, "Oh, coach, I don't feel like playing." I'm not gonna say anyone I'm a lie. I haven't seen one of my young ladies lie, but coach, I don't feel it today. But if you miss a game, that's your $75 or $100 you're gonna get. You're gonna be reluctant to go and get up because you want to get that money.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So it just gives them something, and then show appreciation for them.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know,
all it's
so
about. Just appreciate it. Besides, always telling them that you appreciate them. Action speaks louder than words, so it goes a long way.
right,
It goes along. So how
right.
can people follow your journey and get in contact with you all?
Okay. Email is galadyballers@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Instagram is GALadyBallers as well. Twitter is GALadyBallers. I'm reviving my website
Okay.
that I do right now. It's through Home Teams Online.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing some different stuff with that as well. But again, for young ladies that are interested in playing, uh, my number is 205-222-8426. Coach Davis, you can text me or you can give me a call or you can email me. Again, galadyballers@gmail.com. And that's basically it.
Oh wow! You know what, Coach? Thank you so much for your time, for your inspiration, for your motivational words, for your knowledge. Um, I would like to close out all of my interviews with a kind word from my guests. So, can you close us out with a positive word to carry us on out throughout this day?
Okay, okay. Um, okay, kind word or just
Yeah,
a
just
sentence
just
or
or a
oh
positive
what?
statement.
Oh, okay,
You know.
okay. Yeah. I okay. So this is what I would say. Through the times that we're in, stay your course. Understand what you need, what your family need, what you want, what your family want. Don't get distracted by what's going on the outside,
Mhm.
because then you won't be able to take care of what's internalized.
Amen.
So, and the thing is, one thing I always say, if you're not right, how can you help others? You can't help others if you're not all right. So make sure you're all right, then you extend out to help others if you can. But just stay the course. Just understand. Don't get distracted by elections. Don't get distracted by this. We know what it is. We know what's going on. So now that you're aware, don't get caught just down and about. No, still continue your journey, but just understand what you want and what you want to have and what's good for you and your family. That's it.
Amen. Amen. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, our guest for today, Coach Danny Davis of the Georgia Lady Ballers. Um, keep your head up, keep doing you, and just know this is not your first interview. So you will be back on this platform, okay?
Okay, I appreciate
It
it.
may
Look,
be
I
a
got
while,
everything
but
right now. I know what buttons to press and everything. I
oh
had to
yeah, this was
my
just a
phone was telling me, go turn on your mic, go turn on the accept. And I was like, oh, I don't do this. So,
this was
but
just a
no,
learning
I
course.
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all having me. I'm deeply excited for the season
Oh
to
yeah.
get ready to start up. And however it go, I'ma still be deeply supportive of WABA, and wherever I can help out, I'm definitely willing to help out. It doesn't matter what it is. If I can help, I'm willing.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you have a blessed day, okay?
All right, you do the same.
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, bye bye.
All right. Bye bye. All right, you all. There you have it. Again, coach and owner of the new WABA team, the Georgia Lady Ballers, Danny Davis. For those of you who are unfamiliar or just tuning in with the WABA, they are an extended platform. They are a professional basketball league for women basketball players who are looking to live out their dream and become a professional and playing in the WNBA or actually playing overseas. For more information on news around the league, team tryouts, job openings, partnerships, sponsorships, please, please, please visit www womensaba.com. Please follow and support them here on Instagram at Women's ABA. Please be sure to support me here on Instagram at She Knows Her Sports. And also for those of you who are looking to become professional basketball team owners for women, the WAVA have a team expansion open, and it's open until April the 30th, 2021. So please, please, please reach out to them and becoming one of their 27 teams and to continue to grow this league. Thank you again for tuning in. And also look out in my story for our next guest for Women's ABA IG Live conversation in connection with She Knows Her Sports. I'm your lovely host, Helena Bohanna, and I'll see you next time.